Good morning and welcome to the Euroleague broadcast live from Tampere, Finland. This is the first match today, Sunday, the second day of the competition, and it is between Tampere and Vienna. Introducing to you in blue for Tampere, number 1, Timo Ahola. Number 2, Ilkka Hulko. Number 3, Kira Suomalainen. Number 5, Seppo Antula. Number 6, Alexei Hautala. Number 8, Reihu Rantamäki. Number 11, Marko Pitkänen. Number 12, Otsi Nurmi. Number 13, Antti Salonen. Number 14, Heikki Luko. Number 15, Heikki Jakkinen. And finally, number 17, the captain, Juho Aalto. On the other side of the pool, wearing white, number 2, Anis Deschamont. Number 3, Andreas Tansman. Number 6, Martin Meskis. Number 7, Carl Victor Trummer. Number 8, Manuel Gassner. Number 9, Juan Erazo. Number 10, the captain, Thomas Schenkeli. Number 14, Thomas Denk. Number 15, Andreas Schneiderbauer. Number 16, Andreas Juppmann. And number 19, Hannes Hoffmann. The referees in this first match here on deck, Kaiser Lindman. And in the water, it will be Kai Tronsson and Rafael Tito de Moras. All right, are we on the air?
Coming.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
I'm here, Davral Tien, here with Jan Kinderman.
Good morning.
And it's a nice day outside. Jan, what do you think?
Yeah, compared to yesterday, it's not snowing anymore.
And we have a blue sky, pretty blue.
Yeah. Good light in the swim hall, good for playing. So far, so good.
Yeah. And this match is about to start. It was very interesting yesterday. We learned about the fear of relegation. That's been a huge motivator among the teams.
Apparently, I think basically any team that was afraid of relegation has overcome their expectations, at least in one match, and has surprised us as to what they're able to do. And yeah, we'll see how that goes, because both these teams could end up in relegation. Both teams have 5 points, so they're on the same spot basically. So yeah, it's all or nothing really, I guess.
So we really need to get a hold of to interview Anton or maybe Victor to talk about how the relegation is going to work, and to do an interview with them about the.
Meanwhile, we can see the team of Molde warming up outside.
Yeah. And
yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but anyways, whatever it is, no team likes it.
Yep.
No team likes to be the one who has to do it. Yeah.
So we had a discussion.
Of note also is that for both teams, a draw is not terrible, because with the draw, I think both teams
get a point.
And would assuredly not be last, if I get that right, or at least it would be very likely. So a draw is not a terrible result for either team, and I think that might also affect the way how the teams go about things, because I think no team wants to risk to lose and rather take 1 point. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I think maybe that has an effect in the later part of the game.
And the other thing which was very interesting about the relegation is that the teams had to sit down and calculate out exactly, as you're saying, where they stood, and also to look at the other teams playing, how they were doing.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, we had pretty clear assumptions at the start of this round, and after the first match we had to say, okay, we have to recalculate, and after the second match, okay, we have to recalculate again. After the third match, okay, we have to recalculate. It was really surprise after surprise, kind of. I mean, this is now, we're at a point where basically any team in the league, in the lower part of the league, any team can beat any team can lose against any team, and yeah, it's really good for the league. I mean, it's totally interesting, it's really tense, and it's amazing to watch.
Okay, they're about to
here we go.
Yes.
The sprint for the ball.
And it was Tampere first.
Yeah, it was Heikki Lukko who sprinted for the ball for Tampere, who got there first. And now we have a bit of a...
And there you see number 3, Kira Suomalainen. So she's the 5th or 6th woman now to play in the Euroleague.
Yeah,
she's the wife of Tommi Suomalainen,
who is playing with Beta.
Yes.
Yeah, she plays here with Tampere, but Tampere on the other hand is missing some players. Oh wow. That was really really intensive here.
Is that
good chance within the first minute for Tampere, but the ball is won for Vienna, but they can't get it loose. So yeah, we have a bit different lineup for Tampere compared to yesterday. And another good chance. Can he get the ball over to the left hand side? He can. Oh wow, this was nearly in. The goalie was off again already, but he got a hand to it.
So Kira Suomalainen, she went up, got one breath of air, and went straight back down to fight. So she felt that she hadn't stopped the attack in the beginning, and she wanted to take responsibility for it. So this is a sign, you know, at this level.
That's very good. I mean,
not Kira. I mean Anis.
Basically, that's the thing that most everybody should do. To be fair, if you're 130 kilos full of muscles, that's a hard thing to do. I mean, you can do that once. When you do it the second time, you'll be out of breath for a long time. So for the Tanya players, it's easier to do that. So obviously the women have less weight, so they are bound to show this style of playing. Now we have Vienna going forward, trying to score. A bit of loose handling here. And the ball goes over to Andreas Jufman. Tries to strike in. Ilkka Hulko is in defense. Tries to go over him, but is being held back from behind. Still doesn't stop. Okay.
Got it away.
Yeah, no, he couldn't get it away real good because there was a teammate missing, or at least they came too late to help him. He had to fight on his own for too long. Yeah, that's not going to do it. You know, we have Hautala trying to bring the ball over, but he loses it against 2 Vienna players. This is Manuel Gassner with the ball, gets it off to Anais, who keeps it somehow.
Oh,
Andreas Schneiderbaum roving over. He's 1-on-2. Can he get a hand on the goalie? He's tearing on the leg, but again, the next player for Vienna was too late. This is Thomas Schenkely, but
Schenkely saved the day there, really.
Yeah. At least he saved the ball for the moment, but he could not keep it either.
But as long as you come forward, even if the other team gains possession of the ball, it may be temporary if you have the momentum physically coming in.
Yeah, the
but
momentum
they've lost it now.
Oh, well, that very bad situation. This is Reijo Rentamaki.
Alto's going to score.
Oh yeah, the goal from left-hand side. This was Rentamaki with the assist, and the goal scored from left-hand side by the captain, Juho Aalto.
Rihamaki's a very large player. He's a very good player, and he's huge. And
yeah, both these players are
big.
Are big and have long arms. You see how, interestingly, Rentamaki did not lose the ball on this position, where two players tried to get the ball from him, but the defender also is way too high. You see that?
Yes.
And so the pass was pretty open. But
I mean, once the ball went over to the other side, I said it would be a goal.
Yeah.
It was pretty clear that was.
Yeah, I mean, Juho Aalto is definitely the guy to score those goals for Tampere.
And Rihamaaki, you could have easily, might have scored two, fighting on the other side. No,
yeah, I mean, Rentamaki was against two people, including the goalie 3. So for him, it would have been difficult. Yeah. But they managed to score 2-on-3, so that's very strong. And the defensive work there was not optimal, but Vienna is trying to work their way over to the other side. This is Karl Richter-Troma giving the ball away to Hannes Hoffmann. But the defense is very dense here.
Yes.
So and now can he get the ball over to the right hand side? This is Juan Eraso.
Good position.
Did he score? No, that was close.
It was a good attack.
Yeah, he got the goalie off, and the pass came through down under the defender.
It's a crisis now for
Wow,
Vienna.
okay, this was bad. This was really bad. There was no defender against the counter-attack.
I was going to say there that once that really good effort was made by Vienna, losing the ball, it became a test.
A big liability. It's a big liability. When you put everything up in offense and you lose the ball there, then it's really hard to come back from it. And the goalie was all alone. He had to speculate a little bit, and this went wrong, obviously.
Yeah, he guessed that there would be a pass, and also didn't pass. He kept it and just put it in on the other side. Yeah.
Basically, there's a rule, like a bit you can take for yourself. When you're on the goal alone, there's several people coming. It doesn't matter who has the ball. Always assume the bigger guy is going to try to score. Mostly he is going to try to score, and well, if he isn't, you have a better chance of defending against the other guy.
So if both Rentamaki and Aalto are coming, which is the bigger guy?
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. But this is a kind of a little thing to keep in mind. If you have two guys where one is really significantly bigger than the other, just assume the bigger guy is going to try to score.
And also, of course,
it's better than guessing.
Yeah. For rough.
But
free throw, rough.
Okay, we have free throw, so obviously Tampere was playing a bit too rough here.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Okay, Vienna seems motivated. They have been scored 2 goals against, but I feel that Vienna has a problem. Okay, this is attack on the head. Easy call against Ilkka Hulko.
Was it Schenkely or?
No, it was Hulko attacked the head of Richter-Troma, I believe.
Free throw, attack head.
He just went with his hand straight over the head and kept him down, which obviously he can't do. Okay, that free throw ended up in a scrum immediately. This is Manuel Gastner trying to not lose the ball. Gastner also is injured at the arm quite badly, basically.
Really?
So he has been struggling with his left arm for 2 months now. He has not been playing in Vienna because of it, and now it's
elbow or shoulder or?
No, the shoulder rather. So yeah, he's not in top condition. But anyways, here's Schenkely trying to come in from the left-hand side. He'll try to score on his own, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was so close. He got the goalie off, but he snapped the ball away. It was Seppo Antola who got his hands to it just in time. But
so
this is good for Vienna because they kept the ball and they need to keep this up. They need to keep the ball one more time, even after this effort. And if they come in for a third time, I feel they can get a good chance.
I agree with what you were saying about Vienna coming into the game, even though they've gone down 2 goals.
Yeah,
but it's going to be very important in the next.
It's a steep uphill battle here.
2 or 3 minutes to find out if they can stay in this stable situation. So
here we see Anaïs de Chaumont fixing her mask.
Here they're pushing
the ball
scrum.
is being the ball is being scrummed away, and I can say this is basically not good for Vienna.
Heikki Jokinen is pushing the whole group into the wall here.
Yeah. The point is, I feel like the physically stronger players in general are on the side of Tampere. Okay, here's roughing. I think this was this was Heikki Jokinen.
Blue free throw, attack head.
Yeah, there was an attack against the head of Heikki Jokinen, who also expressed his his anger about the foul instantly, but everything calmed down quickly.
Well, they get a free throw as a result.
Yeah, that's okay. So I mean, that was clear attack against the head, so that's all good.
Attack on the head is it's an interesting violation because holding doesn't hurt anybody in any way, but attack on the head, it doesn't necessarily hurt people, but it's more like the slap that takes your concentration away. And that makes you mad because you say,
there's Rentamaki brings the ball over to the right-hand side again. Try to score from the head side. Okay, the ball was being passed behind the goal.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's 3-0, so this game is going a one-way street.
Scored by number 8, assisted by number 14.
Was it
scored by number 8, assisted by number 14.
Heikki Luka was on the other side, also a guy with really long arms. I mean, we have basically 1 or maybe 2 guys with long arms on the team of Vienna here, and half of the team of Tampere has really long arms, and that's their playing style is based on this. Also,
Rentamaki, I don't know if you can see on television, but he's
really tall. He's like 2 meters tall.
Yeah, and heavy and strong, and he knows how to play underwater rugby very well. So he's often the captain or team leader.
One of the best players in Finland for sure. And yeah, you could see the pass was being played behind the goal, and this is also this should not be possible. We discussed that earlier yesterday, for example. The rules state that it's undesirable for the pool to for it to be able. In this pool, it is possible, and it's also the pool of Tampere, so they know that quite well. They're a bit used to the fact that they can play the pass behind the goal, maybe.
Do you think that something should be put down there to block that?
I think they should just build different baskets.
Well, they could take, for example, rubber brick or something like that, and just
I think
to block passes.
Timeout over.
I think that's that would be to I mean, it's easy to fix it in a completely in a perfect way. You just build the goals less conical, more straight downwards from the ring.
Yes.
And then it doesn't fit. Done.
Just had to find a welder.
Oh well. Somebody welded the first goal, so
they can weld a new one. Yeah.
Okay, so Shankly going with the ball.
With his dolphin kick on the surface.
Where with a pass right back behind him, there was just nobody.
Aalto taking the ball.
Yeah, the ball was taken by Timo Ahola, but now it's with Aalto.
Slapped around?
They're slapping the ball around on the surface, which is not necessarily good. Now you have Hautala going with the ball forward. And attack from the right-hand side. The defender seems to be worked away for a bit, but he clinched the ball. So here's Schneiderbauer trying to counter-attack, being held up by Timo Ahola. Pass downward. This is Martin Meskis. He has been scoring all the goals on this day for Vienna.
Meskis is not a big guy, but he's proven that he's a top competitor.
Okay. So got the ball back down to Hoffmann. Here's Hannes Hoffmann. On the right-hand side we have Juan Erazo, who waited for the pass. Didn't get to him. So who won the ball over there?
Okay.
This seems to be Rantamaki again. Gets the ball over to Heikki Jokinen. Oh no, he actually kept it.
It was a fake. Yeah, good one.
Oh wow, it's Rantamaki actually on the left-hand side. He was trying to score here. Now it's Seppo on. No.
Oh, he just tossed it out there.
Wow. the defense was really open this time, and he tried to sneak a pass down to Ilkka Hulko, but it didn't get there. And now maybe the chance for a counter-attack. They did come over quickly. It would be interesting to see what happens, but yeah, sadly, okay, we got the right camera, thanks. Yeah, it seems like Ilkka Hulko got his hands on the ball and clinched it away and drifted upwards. Where's the ball right now?
Came out.
Okay, looks like Juho Aalto got his long arms in between another
push
pass.
off the wall.
Good sprint toward the basket. The defender keeps him away. But
very good attack.
Goalie seems to be troubled already. However,
that was a good save. That was
good save from the defender. That was Thomas Schenkel in defense who managed to keep him away.
Now we have two Vienna.
Also, it was a 1 against 2, so normally you should be able to defend that. But
Vienna had the player underneath the scrum, which is the right place to be.
Yeah, this is Thomas Schenkel again. Gets the ball down.
Oh,
this
they
is
got
Manuel
3.
Gassner. I feel like Vienna is being a lot down, a lot on the low side of the pool. There's Jufman on the right hand side. Tansman with the ball doesn't see him or decides that he does not have the breath left to carry the ball in.
No, he sprinted earlier in that attack.
Okay, there's Meskes and Schneiderbauer going to the right hand side. Ball over the top, and Schneiderbauer had the ball open in his hand. Also on the side where the substitutes came in.
Yeah, I ended up.
It was always difficult. Okay.
Two Vienna players were fighting for the same ball. Yeah.
Yeah, you had Hannes Hoffmann who had a hard time trying to snap to get a grip on the leg of the Tampere player who drove over. But eventually they won the ball in defense. This is Manuel Gassner, who's actually a forechecker but helped out right beneath the basket.
Oh. The goalie had to come off and get the ball.
It was Hautala and Antola, if I saw that right, who were there trying to score.
Good by
somehow lost
Vienna here.
Juan Erazo.
Vienna's going all the way over.
He's a Colombian actually, but
he lives in Holland, I think.
Yeah, he lives in Amsterdam, and he doesn't have a team in Amsterdam, so he decided to play for Vienna. He has also lived in Vienna for a bit of time.
Does he come to practice?
No, not regular, no. Like, I mean, how? Okay, Anaïs de Chaumont with the ball. Won it in defense.
Oh,
okay, she lost it right there. She had no help on this occasion against Hautala. And now Juho Aalto on the left-hand side, but I think Tommy Schenkeli and Juan Erazo are clinching the ball away. Takes 2 people to stop him from scoring. Maybe this was illegal.
What was the infraction here?
Let's see it. Okay, it's a penalty shot.
Okay.
The referee.
We have a penalty shot, holding on to the wall.
Holding onto the wall. Okay, that's
by the goalie.
Yeah, by the goalie, I assume. Maybe we can see the situation again.
It was a delayed call.
Yeah.
Penalty.
We had that.
And we have a video challenge.
Okay, that's going to be interesting.
And
so
what are you challenging? What? But it was a delayed call. It was a delayed call.
Okay, so the team leader for Vienna, Heinz Früwert,
delayed. We waited. You are allowed to wait.
Okay.
Are you still challenging? No.
So
we have a penalty shoot.
Okay, so maybe we can still see the situation.
Who do you think's going to take it for?
A goalkeeper and an attacker, please.
Wow.
Who's going to take it for?
There's no time out. Come on, guys.
I have no idea. I mean, there's a lot of people who could take it, and it's going to be Juho Aalto.
Where's the ball?
I'm interested in who did that foul for Vienna also, and I'm going to say I assume it was number 14, Thomas Dank, because yesterday when we watched Vienna play, I already saw him do that once, and I already mentioned that he should not do that, so maybe he did it again.
I think it's
a difficult thing because you don't always know where your hand is, and if nobody ever tells you, like when you're in training, nobody tells you that you got your hand on the wall.
To me, I don't think
you won't realize it
ready?
Okay.
So who's defending?
Juho Aalto is taking the.
Juho Aalto is taking the shot, and
the defense.
Time. No, okay, it's going.
Okay, we have Juho Aalto and Hannes Hoffmann in defense. He's by a large amount smaller than Juho Aalto.
But he's very experienced.
He's very experienced. He got a good chance of getting the ball right here, but wow, he got it down. Oh, wow.
That was exciting.
That was exciting. I mean, I like to repeat it. As a goalie defending a penalty, all you really can do is work for a good chance to win the ball. That's really all you can do. It always takes a bit of luck, and he had 2 good chances to win this one. That was, I mean, that was really good effort for him.
Yes.
Let's look at it again. It was at two moments he really had a good chance of getting it. So one thing you see here is he was very agile. He stayed in front of him.
Teams get ready.
He tried to get the ball down under him with his long arms, but and here this one again, Hoffman got his hands into it. Yeah, and
he drifted up. He knew he couldn't get back down.
Yeah,
again.
no. In this case, he knew he couldn't get back down. He tipped the ball away a bit, and then he had to try to get it, and therefore he had to.
If he had seen the ball that was loose, then he could have grabbed it, but he didn't see that.
He tipped the ball loose earlier, and he tried to get it, so he had to move away a little bit from the goal. And after he did not get it, he was too far away anyway, so there was no chance that he could get back around Juho Aalto to defend again.
There was one point that neither player saw the ball, and but they say Hannes Hoffmann that he's the best German player never to be on the national team.
You would laugh actually, because he's been nominated for Helsinki.
Really?
He is. So for the first time in his life, he's going to be on the German national team. And there is, oh wow, we saw one Vienna player just beneath the goal, being in good position, but came no pass to him. And now let's see this. I think they're calling pushing, but I don't know against whom. It's against Ilkka Hulko, obviously. Okay, so there was a Vienna player lying beneath the goal in the defender's position.
Now, is this a warning?
Yeah, no, it's 2 minutes actually. Look at the ref, he shows 2 minutes.
On blue, number 2.
Oh no, okay, no, he just showed the number of the player. He showed 2 fingers, but it only showed the number.
White free throw.
Okay, so yeah. There was a Vienna player under the basket.
Did you catch that? It wasn't 2 minutes for the penalty, it was 2 minutes because he was number 2.
He showed the 2 to signal number 2.
But the warning means that if he gets caught doing that again, it will be 2
pushed.
minutes.
So he came in from the open side, and he pushed the player away, the Vienna player who was in his defender's position right beneath the goal. And here you saw that characteristic ball handling style for Tampere. On his long hand, he just didn't care being attacked. Anyhow, he just got the ball around. This is Reijo Rintamäki trying to score. Andreas Schneiderbauer got in between.
He had the goalie's back there for a while and was pushing.
Yeah, he hampered him quite a bit, and now it's Andreas Lufman scrumming for the ball. Yeah. That's a scrum over the goal of Vienna, which is still not very good for Vienna. I mean, they defended the goal, but still.
A lot of players in this scrum here.
Yeah. Early in this match, Vienna had a lot of players under the scrum, but you have to say that it's very difficult to be under the scrum when the scrum is right over your goal, because you have to be at the goal also. So being under the scrum basically means being 1 meter, 1.5 meters beneath it. So the first ball to drop out, you'll get it.
Holding.
If you're all the way down there, that's not that good.
Holding.
But that's why a scrum over your own goal is not good, because you basically can't have anybody be right beneath the scrum. Real good.
Block the goalie exchange.
It's harder because you have to have the goalie and maybe even the defender to be down on the bottom, and then you have the other 2 people scrumming on the surface, and there's not many people left who could take the space in between.
Kira Suomalainen put the ball into play.
This pass was speculative to the right hand side. Vienna was sitting tight in defense here, and the ball is with Martin Meskis, who struggles to find somebody. He finds Tommy Shankly in the end.
Shankly's going straight over.
I like how Meskis has this style of whittling the ball through each and everybody. He whittles it through the holes to score. He also whittles it through the arms of his opponents when they try to clinch him down. It's incredibly hard to clinch him down, because he'll just move in such a weird fashion that you just can't get a stable hold on the ball.
Oh, Hannes Hoffmann.
Yeah, he had a hand on the ball, and this is.
And he's still down.
Yeah. No, this was Martin Meskis.
Oh,
there.
Okay,
Shankly again, long pass over, Karl-Richter Trummer. tries to get through midfield. This is Andreas Tansman. He's the goalie. He's being held by the head there a bit, but only for a second, so all good. I mean, this is also, it's forbidden to pull on the head. So his opponent tried to get a hold of him, and by accident got a hold on his head for a second, realized it was the head and let go. So that's all fine.
Well, it
always can happen by accident.
Some players do it on purpose by accident. So
yeah, that's difficult. But so the referee has to judge that. Okay, we're in half time. So the referee has to judge if it was on purpose. But sometimes if somebody's just trying to get a hold and the other guy is winding himself and in all directions, then sometimes you just end up on the head by accident, really. And if you let go instantly, that's no problem. I mean, that can happen.
This match has been pretty clean. I don't think there's any question that.
No.
Even if there have been some.
Unfortunately, not. I have to say. Let me be one-sided for once, because I'm a Vienna player normally. I'm just injured, so I'm not playing today.
You're saying that Tampere is a little bit dirtier in their play.
No, totally not. No, just okay. I thought you meant clean in the way of it's clear who's going to win.
Okay. Yes. No. I meant.
No, it's not unfair in no way. No.
It's been quite sportsmanlike. Okay. Highlights.
Let's cut to the highlights.
Jatketaan samaa tiukkaa sitä omaa päätä. Nyt on lähdetty hyvin mukaan pakit Ilkka ja Andy ja Timo purkuihin. Saadaan niinku tulee ohjelmassa yksi äijä sinne kodin juureen. Aina ei ole niin tiukka se keskikentän karvaus, mutta monella muulla niin me päästään, kun on pari äijää. varasit paikan täältä. Ei auta.
Tätä kolme pakkia yrittää vaihda. Andy saa aloitus kokoonpano.
Tampereella on joskus ollut 4 pakkia vaihtaa.
No kyllä on joo. Nousvyötä ei.
Ei ihan
Wait for my signal. So, no stress. Wait for my signal. Okay, half time over. Teams get ready. White team ready? Blue team.
Hello everyone. We are here for the second half time. Sprint for the ball is Heikki Lukko again, who won it just as in the first half, but the ball ends up with Vienna. Hannes Hoffmann gave it down to Manuel Gassner, and now it's on the way forward. And I see Vienna really driving for the goal and not giving up. This is a cool attitude. I mean, they're not giving up. Also, I mean, they pretty much lost the game already. This is as clear as can get by now. But the truth is, it's so many teams are likely to end up. Oh, very good chance. Thomas Shankly, can he score here or get the ball over? Maybe he should have played the pass earlier. Instead, he tried to score this one on his own. This is Juan Erazo, down to the other side. And there's a goal, very nice. This is Manuel Gassner who scores for Vienna. And this is a really good exclamation mark.
By number 8, assisted by...
Okay, the assist goes to Martin Meskis.
But you need to
turn it. It wasn't on the goal 100% there.
Nah, the goalie was on the goal for a long time already. So here's Shankly who tried to score first. Finds Meskis down there, who then again finds Manuel Gassner. And this is good for Manuel to score a goal here because, as I said, he's injured in the shoulder. Normally he's very tough in scoring goals, but as his left arm, his left shoulder hurts, he has a lot less force, and his typical way of scoring the goal is not possible for him. So here he got to score a goal, which is really cool for him. You see him?
Yes.
And I really like the attitude. So Vienna came out wanting to score and not giving the game away. And this is important because every goal here counts, because teams might end up with the same points in the schedule.
And goal difference will be
and goal difference might be important. So this is very important for Vienna to score the goal. Also, it's very important morally and mentally because this is also a goal of honor. Vienna has been playing well for some time in the first half, and they put up a good game. Tampere was way better in scoring. Okay, so we're just getting the actual
the standings now.
The precise standings of the
number
moment.
1 in the standings is Molde, and they are.
Let's just go to the deep end of the table because this game here is not about who wins the league; it's about who is not going to lose.
Oh, well, I'll just read it through quickly, and then we can talk about the match right here. So number 1 in the standings is Molde, and they are 7 wins and 0 losses and 0 draws. Number 2 is Mausch. They have 6 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. Number 3 is Flipper. They have 6 wins, 0 draws and 2 losses. Number 4 is Beta. They have 5 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. Number 5 is Malmö Triton. They have 3 wins, 1 draw and 3 losses. Number 6 is Akeren. They have 2 wins, 0 draws and 6 losses. Number 7, Tampere, team that you're watching right now, has 1 win, 2 draws and 4 losses. Vienna, the other team that you're watching right now, is number 8 in the standings. They have 1 win, 2 draws and 4 losses. Beneath them at number 9 is Polisen with 1 win, 2 draws and 5 losses. And finally, at the bottom of the table is Ege with 1 win, 1 draw and 6 losses. So you were saying that looking at this particular result here, the comparison of Vienna and Tampere in the standings, that they are right next to each other.
Yeah, and
they have the same number of total points.
Yeah, right now, but it seems as Tampere is going to win this game. If they do, obviously Tampere has saved their day and made their way up to the middle part of the list. But meanwhile, we have a good chance on for Vienna. This was actually Anaïs de Chaumont who tried to score here, being clinched away from behind.
Well, she was trying to pass it really, but
the pass came from the right-hand side to her in the middle, and
she did her best. Yeah.
Yeah, she tried to score. She might have passed onto the left-hand side again, but the most important thing for me here is Vienna keeps the ball, which is a key because both teams will struggle with the endurance at the end of the day. Okay, this was a bit rough here. So he calls roughing, I guess, against...
a blue free throw.
What, a
blue free throw for rough.
What?
Blue free throw, rough.
Okay.
They called it
sure?
against...
okay, so
wrong
yeah.
direction. Yeah. It's a white. It's a white free throw.
That's what I was about to say.
White free throw.
We were
for
confused
rough.
there for a second.
White.
Yeah, because the underwater referee made the call, and Kaisa on the surface interpreted that wrong in the first moment. But okay, yeah. So yeah, I think the match is pretty open at this point. Vienna has scored 1 goal at the moment in the second half, so they're winning the second half.
They're over 10 minutes left in this match.
And right here, they're putting up a good game. They're trying everything. They try to play this game even, as if everything is open. They're not playing like, okay, we're behind anyways, nothing's going to happen to this game. So here's Andreas Tanzmann, tried to pass behind the back. It ended up with Otso Nurmi, but he couldn't keep it. Manuel Gassner, can he score one more? Not from this position, I assume. Thomas Schenkele, he will try to do it.
From above, he puts it in.
And here's a goal for Thomas Schenkele.
Yeah. Very
the
nice.
assist goes to Manuel
Gassner
Gassner now.
Goal by number 10, assisted by number 8.
So now,
white goal, number 10.
Do you think this gives hope to Vienna to come back and tie the game?
Totally, because as I said, the first half did not look as clearly from the game. Just Tampere was way better at scoring. And now we see that Vienna also can score pretty well.
Ready?
4-2. This is interesting. Normally, when a game goes to halftime with 4-0, you assume it's going to be clear. But if Vienna can catch the momentum, they might be able to come back here. This is amazing at this point.
Schenkele managed to pivot the goalie and create space.
Yeah, also the goalie was not lying on the goal perfectly at that moment already, so he only needed a little push.
And there again, Vienna's on the other side.
Vienna on the counter attack.
Is that Meskis or?
Looks like Meskis. From his okay, he has lost his mask apparently. Tries to put it back on, finds a pass. That's also important. You can lose the mask sometimes. Doesn't have to be a foul. What you can't do is stop playing. So it's important. It's important that you try to put it on as quickly as possible, or even open your eyes in the water without having a mask to find somebody to at least get a pass off. Here's
so
Thomas Denk striking in.
Yeah, he's got the goalie's back. The goalie shifts.
He's trying to move in, so somebody should try to be beneath him for a pass. Okay, I think he calls roughing again.
Or maybe it was a neck grip.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who? White 7.
Okay, the white number 7. This is Karl Richter-Trummer.
For what? Attacking equipment.
Okay.
Okay, so
number 7.
Karl Richter-Trummer, he was not
attack equipment.
It's interesting. He was not directly in the situation. We had two different people roughing for the ball or fighting for the ball. So maybe we can get a replay.
Who's been sent out? 7 is Richter.
Karl Richter-Trummer, yes.
We have
I said that already.
Time out.
And
white time out.
Timeout called here by.
Yeah, we have not yet heard. We have not yet seen the situation. The referee says 2 minutes because of attack on the equipment. As I said, interestingly, there was 2 different people fighting over the ball. It was not Karl. He was not in the situation. So I don't know where he attacked the equipment of anybody. But this is clear. If you attack the equipment of somebody who has not even got the ball, then clearly this is
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I didn't see it.
I thought that the player who was from Tampere had maybe a head grip with the whole body.
Yeah, a bit. So the head of Thomas Denk in this case was tilted to the side a bit, but maybe we get the replay here. While you see the Vienna players not being sure why the 2 minutes were called, they seem a bit disorientated. Okay, there you see him going up. This is number 7. He is down there. Okay. He had his left hand over slightly on the face. Okay, so that was the call.
Yes.
Okay, to clarify, you are allowed to hold your hand in front of the face to block the eyesight. You're not allowed.
Yeah, he
pulled a little bit.
Free throw.
This is
Blue
just
free throw.
Yeah, this is just.
He got caught.
Yeah, he got caught. The point is, he wouldn't do that normally. Normally, I think he would just hold the hand there to block his eyesight a little bit. What happened here is that you're in a match, very intense match. It felt like that maybe they can come back into the game.
Yeah.
So he was eager to do anything, and he felt like just doing a little bit more. He was not like holding the mask and rattling it for 2 seconds or something. It was just
letting a little water in.
Yeah, it was just a little moment where he just was too aggressive. And yeah, that's too much. So now we have power play again, and this will break the flow for Vienna pretty surely. Let's see. I assume Tampere can score, maybe even right here. Okay, goalie did good job there. As far as we could see, he was not clinched in the goal. This was Hannes Hoffmann on the goal.
Oh, there, bounced.
So the pass was a bit sketchy, but Meskis winds up with the ball, fighting with Seppo Antola for the ball.
As you pointed out, he's.
Okay, this is Juho Aalto.
Oh.
Okay, pass
now they're coming in.
Salonen, and now on the downside. This is
he's
also Nurmi. But this is Andreas Schneider bobbing. Okay, number 11, Marko Pitkanen came in from beneath. Very good position for him. And I think they're going to score. Or is Thomas Denk having the ball? Okay, wow. Big moment here for Thomas Denk.
Yes.
To be able to rip this one out.
A sure goal there for
yeah,
a second.
Totally. And what is the call?
Attack head or with the elbow. We have a wide free throw.
Okay, wide free throw. Okay. Wow. So this was a very tense moment, and Vienna survived this.
There was no goalie on the basket.
Okay, we have a video challenge.
Yeah, the goalie was being moved away.
Yes.
A little bit, and
separate the teams.
And the goalie, instead of trying to cling to the goal, he decided to try to clinch the ball.
Yes.
Separate the teams.
And when as a goalie, when you're alone. Or when you're alone against 2 or 3 people, that's basically always the best thing you can do. Because if you try to stick to your position alone, you're going to get scored against sooner or later. So if you're
blue team says it was a goal.
Okay, yeah. So the blue team says it actually was a goal, and they claim that Thomas Denk took the ball out of the goal. Important to say, it was not clearly on the bottom. We could see that it was not on the bottom of the goal. So. It was not intentionally, so Denk did not take the ball out in the intent to hide a clear goal. I assume the ball was
here we are. Yeah. I thought
maybe a little bit under the goal, but not completely, and he just pulled it out.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, there is Salonen on the right-hand side, gets the ball, pushes. I feel that the shoulder might even have been deep there. We said I said earlier that this was a good defense by the goalie, a bit suspiciously good defense. He might really have been deep with the shoulder, but that's not contested.
No, that ball's not in.
No, here the ball is not in. But I think did they not contest later?
They're saying that there was a goal.
Yeah, but I think it was when we said that it should totally have been a goal when Thomas Denk ended up.
But there were 2 players above the basket and no goalie.
Yeah. So here was no goal, where here I actually think this could legitimately have been a penalty call because of shoulder in the basket from the goalie right here.
Maybe they're looking at the wrong part here.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So I think we have to watch the sequence several seconds later, just when Vienna's number 14 won the ball. From our angle, we could not see if the ball was in. We just decided that it should totally have been a goal. Now let's see. So maybe we get the replay of the scene in question.
I just went and talked to the operator who's spooling.
Can we have a replay where number 8 not with number 13.
Yeah,
with number 8. Replay with number 8, please.
Yeah, so here's Thomas Denk, the number 14, lying on the goal. Now the ball should come down.
So this is one of the questions now about the Euroleague.
Wow, you see number 19, Hannes Hoffmann, on the goal. His shoulder is deep at this point here. No longer at this point. And here, this should have been a goal. It's on the rim, and this is from the other side.
In.
This is definitely in, yeah. This is a goal.
Yeah.
But you see,
number
14, he could not be sure if it was going to be a goal, so he obviously you try to fight for it as long as you can.
Okay, so wait. We have to say, what was it wrong for Denk to take the ball out of the basket?
No, totally not.
No, because it was very close to being at the rim.
He could not even be sure if it was in, so obviously...
Depending on whether he could see it or not. But
no, but also, you're in the situation. Obviously, you're going to continue.
He didn't take
what I'm
the ball
referring to
out
is
of the basket from
what,
the bottom.
What I'm referring to is when the ball is clearly in the goal, on the bottom of the basket, if then you take it out in order to hide from the goal, from the referees that there was a goal, this is a foul, and this is going to be 2 minutes, basically, because it's very unsportsmanlike. But
so that's not what happened
here. No, totally not. In this situation, you have to continue.
Yeah. So what happened here was the ball just barely made it into the basket, and Denk was fighting to hold it out. And so when they didn't call a goal, he just accepted that, which is the correct thing for him to do.
No questions asked. The question is, how is this going to affect Vienna now? Their time penalty has been stopped now, obviously, because they have been scored against, and now they're 5-2 behind. So their flow from the start of the second half has definitely been stopped.
8 minutes left in the match now.
8 minutes left in the match.
Time.
It's enough time. If they can pick up where they left off, maybe. And here is Thomas Shankly trying to do it. Can he get the ball down anywhere? I think he really tries to score on his own there. And this was close. The ball ended up just on the shoulder of the goalie. Typical goal for Thomas Shankly.
Wow.
if he wants to
shoot
it like
Great play by Vienna here, fighting to get the ball back over the goal, which is a very dangerous spot. So Vienna is still trying to score.
Yeah, I really like the attitude of the team of Vienna here. They're absolutely not giving up, and they're not accepting to be the team that is that ought to lose. Clearly, they feel like they are a more or less equal opponent, and they want to prove this now. This is cool. But Tampere, on the other hand side, has managed to stop the flow of Vienna that they started in the second half, and they need to continue to do this. So this here is.
This is a negative development playing on the surface here, but now they down.
As long as it's right over the goal of Tampere, this is not good for Tampere either. So Tampere has to try to move the ball away, further away. This is Heikki Lukko winning it, finally. Tampere struggled to win this ball. They won it, but also Nurmi with the ball, if I see that right, gets a pass off to Ilkka Hulko. And this pass was snapped away. Andreas Jufman had a good overview of where it was going to be open. Martin Meskis, but it immediately clinched from behind by Heikki Jokinen. And now let's see another scrum on the surface. You know, these scrums, they take time off the clock. So this is good for Tampere. But Tampere really wants these scrums to not be over their own basket. They want to, so this development is better for Tampere. Once the scrum moves away from their own goal, they don't have to leave a goalie on the basket. Okay, the ball was over water here. Interestingly enough, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Referee ball.
Yeah, it's a referee ball because
ball outside area. Referee ball.
So that means that the referee could not see who pushed the ball out of the water.
Yeah.
Both players had their
both players had a hand on it, tried to get it, and it eventually just ended up over the water.
Thank you.
So this is illegal.
So a referee ball means that it's thrown in at random at some point, and both teams have a chance to get it. They have to be in the right position.
Yeah, you can position yourself wherever you want in the pool. The referee only is instructed to throw it into the water at the midfield line, so she can't throw it in the water closer to one basket than to the other. But she is free to throw it in just at her feet, just like Kajsa did right here, or to throw it in a bit further away, where also this is a bit controversial, because if you throw it like several meters away, you might very well hit a player in the head who is just going to come up at the surface at this point. And therefore, most referees just
drop it in.
Try to drop it in close to them.
Okay, good attack here by...
And there's Juan Erazo. No, it's Martin Meskis again. Wow. This guy's just everywhere. And Juho Alto in the forechecking, trying to get the ball. No.
So
I feel like even though Tampere managed to score a goal, they didn't manage to come really back into the game. They didn't manage to come back into the driver's seat here. Maybe now they can. Ilkka Hulkko with the ball.
That's what I was saying, that every scrum on the surface now is killing time in the game, and
yeah, but clearly so.
So
as long as
they're in the driver's seat, if they're on the surface fighting, that will suck.
Yeah, but I mean,
the momentum out of.
Yeah, that stops the momentum. But as long as it's right over their own goal, it's still dangerous.
Sure, sure.
So I would not consider this to be really what they want to do. What they really want to do is have the scrum further away, midfield or even up front, or even better, just play the ball.
The other reason that I say the scrums are working against Vienna is because of the size of the players. So the smaller players are going to expend more energy fighting against very much larger players, and that's going to slow Vienna down.
Whereas we have to say that normally scrumming is not really the style of Tampere. Tampere likes to have the ball open,
standing on the edge,
to move it around themselves. But now they feel that they don't want to risk to lose the ball.
The white person was standing on the edge.
So,
and this is now maybe Tampere can produce another good attack. Wow, Heikki Lukko had an awesome goal for himself
blue goal
from above.
Yeah, he came in over the defender. He managed to ignore the defender, grab the goalie somewhere close to the head.
Assisted by number 12.
So awesome effort by Heikki.
He got an assist on that.
Yeah, where this assist was basically not very difficult. He just gave the pass somewhere in midfield, and all the work really was done here by Heikki Lukko. You see that? He just went over the defender, did not bother with the defender at all, and got the side of the head of the goalie, managed to pull him off.
I don't agree with giving assists on every goal scored.
Yeah, sometimes I feel also like my Finn touched that ball before he won it on his own and scored his goal, the goal on his own. So it's my assist. Sometimes you have those. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a bit controversial, but when up to now the players are allowed to say themselves who assisted. It's nobody judging these. So maybe Karichter Trommer here trying to keep the ball against Juho Alto. This is going to be difficult. There it goes.
Away, yes.
And Alto tries to get a ball pass away and was nearly intercepted. So now Jokinen, and this is Ilkka Hulkko. Can he find a teammate? Okay.
Halt.
Where was the fall right now? Attack the head for Ilkka Hulkko. Yeah, so when driving forward, Ilkka Hulkko, he reached down with his
number 2 attacking the head. And with a wide free throw.
Okay, so Ilkka Hulkko has 2 warnings now, basically. He has a warning for taking the head and a warning for pushing without the ball. So
right.
Basically, he's not allowed to do anything anymore. Next time he makes a foul, referee is basically assuredly going to give him 2 minutes.
Do these infractions go into the next match later in the competition?
No. Normally not. So these warnings do not. Sometimes if a player has been...
Janne, Kai, snorkel.
Okay,
he needs a snorkel.
There's another scrum. Ilkka Hulkko again. Lukko, Heikki Lukko is that.
Somebody lost a snorkel.
Ludvig, kan du hämta snorkel till pappa? Kan du hämta en snorkel? Snorkel.
Okay, so one of the players has lost a snorkel in the game and the referee is caring about it. Very nice. Meanwhile, we have the scrum, and this one is developing the way that Tampere wants it. So this is very good for Tampere.
But not for the same thing.
You see,
holding, attacking head, 2 different things.
Yeah. So the referee just had to clarify what I already said, that he had a warning for 2 different things because somebody was reclaiming that he already had a warning, so he should have been given 2 minutes. But
till pappa.
obviously this is not necessarily the case. So Anaïs de Chaumont gets it off to Schneiderbauer.
Up to the surface here for
there's
air.
his teammate down there. So defense is quite open right now, but I feel like if Vienna is going to rush in right here, maybe Jufman, then 2 or 3 people will come down. Oh, he tries a desperation pass down there. Oh no, this was Juan Erazo on the left-hand side. He did not see the ball.
It was underneath him.
Yeah, no, it was Manuel Gassner. These guys all look the same, I swear to you. All the forecheckers in Vienna, all the same shape and size.
Well, now the
Pete Cannon with the ball. Can he come there first? No, it's held back by Andreas.
They're going to try and score now, I think.
Yeah, he's got the hip of the goalie, but not too much. Watch the hand of the goalie, by the way.
On the wall,
he touched the wall for a little moment again, so he has to pay attention. He seems to do this unconsciously. And this is a bad thing. Ahola managed to clinch Richter Trummer away from behind.
Which is a very vulnerable situation for.
Yeah, it's not good. You should try to not turn your back to the opponent when you have the ball. Martin Meskes clinching on. No, this is Juan Erazo now.
Yes. He's got a grip on the elbow and the ball.
Yeah, he has to be careful right here. If he moves very rapidly, this would be a bit dangerous for the elbow of. Would have been dangerous for the elbow of Jokinen.
Well, when that kind of situation arises, sometimes players will just release the ball.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be hurt.
Yeah. Might have happened here. I don't see it.
No.
Obviously, you should not try to use such torque on ligaments, but something just comes up that you are in position where you could use it, and then it's already the player feels that he could get torqued in some way, and then he
twisted joint, so they just give up. Yeah.
And they just don't like to be in the spot where this could happen. Yeah, it depends on. Okay, there's the end of the game.
Yes.
So this game ends 6-2.
6-2.
Which is a clear victory for Tampere. They have proven to be the team that is better at scoring.
So Tampere moves up in the table, and Vienna goes.
Yeah, show me the table quickly again. Yes. So Tampere had 5 points before the match. So now they jump up to 6th place with 8 points, and they are definitely out of danger of ending up in the last spot.
Vienna doesn't get any points. Yes.
Vienna has one more match to play.
Yes.
But Ege is with 4 points and only 1 match left to play. So the best they can do is 7 points, and with 8 points for Tampere, Tampere is now really out of the danger zone. So now we have only 4 teams who can end up last in the league, and we'll see how that number develops over the course of the day. Yeah, for Vienna this is bad, obviously. They did not score, even 1 point would have been good for them, but yeah, they stay with 5 points, but they still have good chance to avoid the last place.
I think it was a good match by Vienna.
They have to fight for it again.
But
yeah, I think they showed a good match. They showed the capacity to play good rugby. Just what really lacked was the ability to really force goals, to really set up a good forced goal. And yeah, that's I guess what they need to work on in the next 3 hours.
Size difference in the teams, I think that played a role.
Yeah.